نؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلی اللہ تبارک و تعالی علیہ وعلی آلہ واصحابہ وبارک وسلم تسلیما کثیرا کثیرا اما بعد فاعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم یا ایہا الناس قد جاءتکم موعظة من ربکم وشفاء لما فی الصدور وهدى ورحمة للمؤمنين قل بفضل الله وبرحمته فبذلك فليفرحوا هو خير مما يجمعون. صدق الله مولانا العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ما قال ربنا وخالقنا ورازقنا من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. درود شریف پڑھیں سب. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Respected elders, brothers, friends, young ones, ladies listening at home, Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we've been talking about Quran Majid, Quran Sharif, Quran Kareem, the benefits of tilawat, why we should read Quran. Our Hazrat Maulana Bilal Sahab said, we say Quran, Quran, Quran. Why can't we say Quran Sharif, Quran Majid, when Allah Himself calls it Quran Majid? بل هو قرآن مجید إنه لقرآن کریم فی کتاب مکنون. Once we were sitting with Shaykh Yunus Sahab in Makkah Mukarramah, and someone came, did salam and said, Hazrat, میں مدینے جا رہا ہوں. تو حضرت said, بھائی مدینہ بول رہے ہو, مدینہ شریف نہیں بولا جاتا. اجمیر شریف بولتے ہو, بغداد شریف بولتے ہو, فلاں شریف, تو مدینہ شریف نہیں بولا جاتا تم سے. So similarly, if we call other books with respect, Bukhari Sharif, Muslim Sharif, Tirmizi Sharif, so why can't we say Quran Sharif? Why do we say Quran, 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 Quran? It is among the adab of Quran, the love of Quran, the etiquettes and the muhabbat of Quran, that we hold it with respect. Our Sayyid Bhai was saying, encourage people to read in Mus'haf, not in mobile. And this is true. We should try our best to read in Mus'haf, because in mobile sometimes we get distracted. In our question time today we had this question that I am addicted to my mobile. I always constantly keep looking at messages. Even when I am reading Quran and some messages come, then I start looking at the messages. So it distracts you from tilawah. It's best to read in here, the safest. You'll have proper wuzu, you'll face Qibla, you'll put Quran on a high place, and you'll read with adab and respect, you get more sawab. Even if you were to pray less, but you'll get more sawab because of the adab and respect and the love and the muhabbat you show to it. So Quran Sharif is Quran Sharif. We must recite it. And at the same time, Quran Sharif has mentioned something about Quran Sharif which is amazing. 4 qualities of Quran Sharif in this ayat which I recited to you. Ya ayyuhan nasu qad ja'atkum maw'izatun min rabbikum وشفاء لما في الصدور وهدى وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Quran Sharif is wa'az, nasihat. Quran Sharif is shifa'un lima fi sudur, cure for the sicknesses of the disease in the heart. And wahudan, Quran Sharif is guidance. And number 4, Quran Sharif is rahmat and mercy. Quran Sharif is wa'az. It is, wa'az, what does wa'az literally mean? Wa'az is an Arabic word, and it means to counsel someone in the most gentle, kind, and soft manner, without any rebuking, scolding, shouting, screaming. Sit down with them, talk to them nicely. This is called wa'az. So Quran is wa'az. It's a very soft and gentle and kind kitab. And Quran Sharif does not have any harsh words, harsh instructions. Even if there were to be some hard instructions, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed them, that abrogated them. Like, الزانية والزاني فرجموهما نكالا من الله والله عزيز حكيم. Allah revealed it, then abrogated it. The Quran is very soft book. And Allah speaks to us in very soft tone. Ibn al-Jawzi rahmatullahi alayhi has written this, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not give any strict commands in Quran, and if some strict command needs to be given, Allah uses the sigha majhul, not ma'ruf. Allah doesn't say, I am telling you to do this. Allah says, this should be done and this should be done. This is the soft nature and gentleness of the Quran. So it's wa'az in there. You sit down, you read, you understand the meaning of it, and it's very pleasant, nice kitab. You take nasihat from the Quran. Maw'izatum min rabbikum and wa shifa. Quran is shifa. This is what I want to focus on today in this short discourse. Quran is shifa. Now remember, diseases are of two types, जिस्मानी and रूहानी. बीमारियां, sicknesses दो हैं, ज़ाहिरी बीमारियां, बातिनी बीमारियां, जिस्मानी बीमारियां, रूहानी बीमारियां. कुरान पाक is shifa for both रूहानी बीमारीज and जिस्मानी बीमारीज. Ruhani bimaris and sicknesses, first of all, the greatest spiritual sickness is kufr and shirk. There is no sickness and ailment, bimari, greater than shirk, the disease of kufr and the disease of shirk. It's the greatest sickness. So, Quran provides cure for the disease of kufr and shirk and explains why kufr is wrong and why shirk is wrong and why we should believe in one Allah only. Quran explains it beautifully. Just yesterday we were reading Surah Al-Mu'minun and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, مَا اتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ مِن وَلَدٍ وَمَا كَانَ مَعَهُ مِنْ إِلَهٍ إِذًا لَذَهَبَ كُلُّ إِلَهٍ بِمَا خَلَقَ وَلَعَلَى بَعْضُهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ سبحان الله عما يصفون عالم الغيب والشهادة فتعالى عما يشركون. In Surah Al-Anbiya, Allah said, لو كان فيهما آلهة إلا الله لفسدتا فسبحان الله رب العرش عما يصفون. Allah said, Allah does not have a child. He doesn't have a child. He never took any of the creation as his own child. And there is no other God with him. He is the soul alone. He is the one unique. He is the creator. If that was the case, then every creator and God would have run away, gone away with his own creation. They would have said, this is mine, this is yours. Partnership, we don't like partnership. two business partners, they work together for some time, maybe a few years, but when they get to the old age, they have their own children, they sit down to them, no matter how good friends they are, even if they are real brothers, they say, now we've got children now, we are old, I want to hand over my property, we might as well share it out. And they distribute it. We have so many properties, you take half, I take half. So partnership is not liked by anyone. Everyone wants everything for their own. So if they were true gods, then they would have all settled down with their own properties. And then they would have had fights among them. And some would have won, the others would have lost. How can a loser be God? It's not like those superheroes you see in movies and films of fighting and then one winning, the other losing. And na'uzubillah, they portray some as gods as well. In the film Wonder Woman, female gods overcome the male gods. And at the end of the movie, the female god wins and kills the male god. So this is the feminist movement which is trying to brainwash our young ones that there is no such belief in God. The Greek gods, where they used to have God for certain things, God for sustenance, God for removing problems, God for getting children, and this, and you have to go to certain gods to ask for certain things. So there is no such thing like this. Allah explained Tawheed. وَمَا كَانَ مَعْهُ مِنْ إِلَهٍ إِذًا لَذَهَبَ كُلُّ إِلَهٍ بِمَا خَلَقَ وَلَعَلَى بَعْضُهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ سُبْحَانَ اللَّهِ عَمَّا يَصِفُونَ. Hallowed be Allah from whatever they ascribe unto Him. عَالِمِ الْغَيْبِ وَالشَّهَادَةِ. He is the knower of the unseen and the seen. He knows everything that you don't see and everything that you see as well. Everything that is open and everything that is hidden. Everything that is concealed and everything that is not concealed visible. He knows everything. So He has control, power, knowledge of everything. فَتَعَالَى عَمَّا يُشْرِكُونَ. He is high above and lofty, above everything they associate unto Him. So Quran explains Tawheed beautifully, refutes shirk. It gets rid of the disease of shirk. If you read Quran, understand its meaning, then this disease of shirk will fade away. Then we have the other spiritual diseases of, let's say, takabbur, pride, haughtiness, and thinking big about oneself, and belittling, ridiculing, scoffing at others, being stiff-necked. This is a disease of the heart. And Quran talks about it. إِنَّهُ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُسْتَكْبِرِينَ. Allah doesn't like those who are haughty. سَأَصْرِفُ عَنْ آيَاتِيَ الَّذِينَ يَتَكَبَّرُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ بِغَيْرِ الْحَقِّ. Allah mentions the state of Fir'aun and says Fir'aun had too much takabbur in him. And those who have takabbur in them will be turned away from my signs. Allah has given many signs for us to observe. But if you have takabbur in your heart, you won't be able to see the signs provided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَلَيْسَ فِي جَهَنَّمَ مَثْوًى لِلْمُتَكَبِّرِينَ. Allah said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ مَنْ كَانَ مُخْتَالًا فَخُورًا. Allah doesn't like those people who have khuyala and think big of themselves. And fakhur, they are boastful. They are always boasting over their ability and quality and wealth and money and children and family and properties. This type of mukhtal and fakhur, Allah doesn't like. الَّذِينَ يَبْخَلُونَ وَيَأْمُرُونَ النَّاسَ بِالْبُخْلِ. Who themselves are stingy and instruct others to be stingy too. وَيَكْتُمُونَ مَا آتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ. And hide, conceal that fadl and grace which Allah has given them. وَأَعْتَدْنَا لِلْكَافِرِينَ عَذَابًا مُهِينًا. For such disbelievers, we have prepared a disgraceful punishment. وَالَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ رِئَاءَ النَّاسِ. And those who spend their wealth only to show off to people. وَلَا يُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَلَا بِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. They have no belief in Allah nor in final day. وَمَنْ يَكُنِ الشَّيْطَانُ لَهُ قَرِينًا فَسَاءَ قَرِينًا. When shaitan becomes the companion of someone, then he is an evil companion. رِئَاءَ النَّاسِ. This is what we are doing as well in our weddings and functions and customs, showing off with expensive cars, expensive clothes. We only purchase things just for the one wedding to show off to people. Ladies want to be the beauty queen to get the most attention in the hall. So in fact, this spending is to show off to people. This is a sickness of the heart. Allah is saying, don't let this sickness enter your heart. So Quran provides cure, explains the things which are wrong. Riya, showing off, is wrong. Fakhar is wrong. Takabbur is wrong. Khuyala is wrong. So it cures the diseases. Sahaba kiram rizwanullahi alayhim ajma'in. Imagine how they were in the age of ignorance and how Quran transformed them. नबी के खुल्क़े अजीम तर ने सभी को अपना बना के छोड़ा. वो लोग जिनमें दरिंदगी थी उन्हीं को रहबर बना के छोड़ा. उमर थे गुस्से में चूर इतने, चले थे हजरत को कत्ल करने, मगर रिसालत की एक नजर ने उन्हें भी अपना बना के छोड़ा. दुर्फिशानी ने तेरी कतरों को दरिया कर दिया, दिल को रोशन कर दिया, आंखों को बीना कर दिया. खुद न थे जो राह पर औरों के रहबर बन गए, वो क्या नजर थी जिसने मुर्दों को मसीहा कर दिया. So you see how they were and how they were transformed. Now, what was the book which transformed them? Quran Majid, Quran Sharif. And who was the personality who transformed them? The presence of Sayyiduna Mawlana Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. That his companionship, sitting with him, learning from him, is what changed them. So Quran Sharif was the book which had a huge effect on them. Most of those who embraced Islam embraced it through Quran Sharif. Sayyiduna Umar radiallahu anhu, you know the story how he embraced Islam, by listening to Surah Taha. Sayyiduna Uthman ibn Maz'un radiallahu anhu, he heard just one verse of the Quran. Inna Allah ya'muru bil adli wal ihsan wa ita'i dhil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi ya'idhukum la'allakum tadhakkarun. And he just stopped and he said, how beautiful is this verse? How beautiful. The one whose kalam is this should be obeyed, and he embraced Islam. Quran is beautiful. So Quran changed them, gave cure to their spiritual ailments, sicknesses. Amazing. Sayyiduna Umar radiallahu anhu was once passing by and he heard someone, before he embraced Islam, and he heard someone reciting Quran, and he was reciting Surah Al-Haqqah. So he felt it really nice, beautiful. When the reciter came, I think it was the Prophet ﷺ himself. So he recited, فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِمَا تُبْصِرُونَ وَمَا لَا تُبْصِرُونَ إِنَّهُ لَقَوْلُ رَسُولٍ كَرِيمٍ. This kalam is said by Rasul Kareem. Indication was perhaps towards Jibreel Amin, who brought the kalam to Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So Umar said, I thought to myself, no, it's poetry. And Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam recited the following verse. وَمَا هُوَ بِقَوْلِ شَاعِرٍ. It's not poetry. قَلِيلًا مَا تُؤْمِنُونَ. So Umar said, I thought to myself, well, it's a soothsayer's word, fortune teller. And Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam recited, وَلَا بِقَوْلِ كَاهِنٍ قَلِيلًا مَا تَذَكَّرُونَ. No, it's not soothsayer's words. So I thought to myself, what is it then? And he recited, تَنْزِيلٌ مِّن رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. And Umar said, in that moment, this thought came in my mind that, yeah, this seems right. And after that, the incident happened and he embraced Islam. So, Quran is Quran. Sometimes you feel Quran is talking to you. And this is where I recall the incident of that Scotsman high in the highlands who embraced Islam. He said he never interacted with any sheikh, any mufti, any alim, any allama, in fact with any Muslim. He embraced Islam on his own. How? He went to a Muslim country and he heard the azan and saw the akhlaq and behavior of Muslims, somewhere maybe Turkey, Tunisia, somewhere. And he only stayed there for a week or so. He heard the azan and everything, came back after holidays, and he loved the call of the azan. And he said he wanted to research Islam. So he started researching on internet. And then he ordered a copy of English translation of Quran, and he started reading Quran. He said, as I was reading the Quran, I felt as though Quran was talking to me. And it was giving me answers to my questions. Now, something from inside was calling out, don't read it, stop reading it. So I said, yeah, I know where I'm going to end up if I keep reading it. I'm not going to stop. But he was saying, you know where you're going to end up. You'll end up accepting it. So stop reading it, don't read it. I said, no, I know where I'm going to end up. I'm not going to stop. And I read the Quran from cover to cover. And the whole Quran, I could feel the Quran was addressing me and giving me answer to my questions and curing my spiritual disease. He said, I started reading again for a second time. And that voice still kept coming, but it slowed down. The force was not as heavy as it was before. It was shaitan. Because he was strong, shaitan started getting weaker and weaker. And Quran got stronger and stronger. He said, I read the whole Quran for a second time from cover to cover. And I started reading for it third time. I read part of it, and now I felt myself ready to accept. So I declared the Shahada myself. I learned how to embrace Islam. I did it. I did my Shahada. And then I learned how to do wuzu, taharat, how to pray namaz, how to learn Quran. He learned Quran, qaida, and amma, and surats on internet. Everything is on internet. Googled everything, and on Google, he learned everything. And he said he started reading namaz and everything. Then he got a thought that, let me see if there's any mosque or Muslim place of worship around here. And he Googled it, and he found out that just a few miles away, there was a house purchased by some Muslims, and they were praying 5 times salat in there. So he traveled to that place, and he knocked. And the person who opened it, he said, he was just shocked. He said, don't worry, I am like you, I am also Muslim. Oh, come inside. So I went inside, sat with them. I explained everything to them, and they were really happy. And I started frequenting the masjid. I took a timetable from there, and I used to go for Fajr as well. But sometimes they would come late in Fajr, I would have to wait in the car. So they gave me the key to the masjid, and I used to open it and I used to lock it. You see how Allah gives hidayat. Now you tell me, how did this person get hidayat? Through Quran Sharif. And Quran Sharif gave him answers to his questions. And Quran Sharif cured his spiritual disease. He was a nice person, humble person. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes such humble people. And there's so much good in the society around us. So many people searching for the truth, yearning for the truth. They are thirsty. They want it. It is up to us to take it to them. And Allah will guide, Allah will pave the way. We don't need to do much. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make things easy. If someone out there is listening over here on Facebook or on YouTube or on Mixler, we say to them, the time's up. Ramzan is a good time. Come on, give shahadat. Embrace Islam. Inshallah, Allah will accept you, inshallah. And if you know of someone who's on the verge of shahadat, give them that push. Sometimes you need a little bit of push. Some people are, studying. They are a bit hesitant. And, you have to give them a push and then they accept. I remember one such case wherein we met someone and the Hafiz Muhammad Pandur told me that this person, is studying Islam and he's thinking of embracing it. So I spoke to him and he said, yes, I'm thinking and I'm studying and I'm not fully ready yet. After some time, maybe a year or so, we met again somewhere. So I asked him, what happened, Mike? And he said, yeah, I'm still thinking. So I said, how long are you going to keep thinking? Islam is true, right? He said, yeah. Allah is one. Yes, I know. Muhammad is messenger. I know. Life after death. Yeah. That if you were to die today and if you go down on there, you're going to get dandas. Good beating. Say, yeah, I know that. Then what's stopping you? And I take that initial step. He said, okay, I'll think about it. But Alhamdulillah, he asked the question. He said that, I have my family, although I'm separated, but I have 4 kids, my wife. He was a proper, Catholic and practicing person before he separated from his wife. But he was still in touch with them and everything. He said, I'm still in touch with my family. If I embrace Islam, then I've got a lot to lose. So we said to him, but if you don't embrace Islam and you die today, you lose more. Now you might lose your dunya, you might have to give something to your family, money, anybody. But if you don't embrace Islam and you were to die today, you're going to lose more. And you know that. He said, yeah, you're right there. Alhamdulillah. Conversation finished. By nightfall, Isha time, he came to Zakaria Masjid, embrace Islam. Sometimes they need that push. So if you know of someone who is on the verge, call them, phone them, be nice to them, explain to them, this is a good time, hearts are soft, we're going through COVID-19, everybody is scared, anybody could die anytime, and the government is scaring us more. And hearts are soft because of the barakat of Ramzan. So, try and bring someone towards Islam if you can, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you. If you make one person Muslim, then whatever neki he or she does for the rest of our lives, you will get thawab in there. Because you help them, you urge them, you encourage them. So, Quran, give them some, little bit of basic, small pamphlets about Quran, understanding Quran, why Islam, things like this, some articles. When they read that, they come close, then give them Quran. When they're getting ready, when they're ready for it. Don't give them Quran instantly, because sometimes they're not ready and they don't respect the Quran properly and they don't get that feeling about Quran and they don't get that closeness to it. But when they are ready, you explain to them, then Quran will pull them. This reminds me of another thing. I've gone off topic a little bit. I must well finish this. Maulana Salim Dorat Sahab, hafizahullah, mentioned a nice incident that in Leicester, there was this Habshi brother who was studying in the college university, and he was was proper practicing Christian, and he had a friendship with this Pakistani girl. Not bad friendship, just because they were in the same class. They used to know one another. They used to talk occasionally. She saw that this man is nice, so she invited him towards Islam. So he kept on listening, asking questions. Then he asked for a copy of the Quran. So she brought him a copy of the Quran. But she taught him that, look, Quran has certain adab and etiquettes. I'm going to give you a copy of Quran, but you have to follow the etiquettes and adab. I said, all right, what are they? He said, well, you can't touch the Quran without paki and taharat. You have to wash yourself first. This is, even though this is tarjuma, but don't touch it without taharat. Do wuzu whenever you want to read Quran. How do you do wuzu? This is how you do it. Okay? So he used to read Quran. And he said that I understood everything about Islam, about Allah, about angels, about kitabs, about messengers, about life after death, about taqdeer, about Jannat, Jahannam, everything, because everything was similar to Christianity, because he had studied Christianity. Most of the things are same. The one thing which is different, I could not understand. And that was about Jesus. Because all my life, I had held Jesus right up there as God or Son of God. Now, Islam was telling me to bring him down and make him a normal human being like one of us. And this was hard for me. I couldn't accept this. So he said that one night, I was restless. I couldn't sleep. So I thought, let me get up, read Quran. So he got up, and according to instructions, he did wuzu. And then he took the Quran and he started reciting. And the pages he opened up were the verses of Surah An-Nisa at the end. لن يستنكف المسيح أن يكون عبدا لله ولا الملائكة المقربون ومن يستنكف عن عبادته ويستكبر فسيحشرهم إليه جميعا. That Masih Isa bin Maryam himself would not feel bad, nor would the angels, at becoming the slave of Allah and worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whosoever feels bad and is stiff-necked at worshipping Allah and declaring himself to be slave of Allah, then Allah will gather them all to himself. So he said, when I read this, so I thought to myself, if Jesus doesn't feel bad in being slave of Allah and being a normal like human being, then why should I feel bad? If he himself feels privileged to be Abdullah, slave of Allah, why should I not feel the same way? And he says, but that was enough. He said, that night, I just declared my shahada, embraced Islam. And he was a nice person. He was living with his family. They were all on their previous deen of Christianity, but he was a Muslim. He used to pray and they allowed him, okay, you can practice your religion however you want. And he practiced. MashaAllah, he started praying as well and everything. Maulana Salim Dorat Sahib says, then Allah gave him shahadat as well. His brother had gone to the pub and there was some brawl and fight and he was involved in there. And phone call came and his mom told him, go and bring your brother from the pub. So he went there, but the fight was still going on and someone stabbed him and he died because of that stabbing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided him because he was a nice person, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of his practice and amal, was happy with him, and Allah gave him shahadat as well. So Allah is there for the taking. Allah is extremely merciful. Allah is extremely kind. He is generous. He is hadi. He gives guidance. He cures. He is shafi. He gives shifa, cure to the ailments. So today we talk about shifa of the inner disease. Tomorrow inshallah we'll talk about Quran being shifa for the outer disease, for jismani. Where Quran, you read Quran and Quran cures your sicknesses and ailments. So Quran Sharif is Quran Sharif. We must recite the Quran. Ramzan is the month of reciting. We should try and understand as well, read some nice good translation and try and read some tafsir like Ma'arif al-Quran, Anwarul Bayan, Tafsir Majidi, very nice tafsir in English. So read some nice tafsir and try and absorb and understand the meaning of Quran. And this will cure your sicknesses, diseases of the heart, and grant you steadfastness, firmness on Iman, Yaqeen, Aqidah. Your ta'alluq ma'allah, your connection with your Creator will become strong. It will be strengthened. and you will become a very strong personality if you read Quran. Quran gives you that boost, that energy, that drive to pull forward and do what you need to do. So read Quran Sharif as much as you can. Tilawat as well and tadabbur as well. Reciting as well and trying to understand its meanings as well. We can see here lots of tafsir. Alhamdulillah, try and read some tafsir. You know, we've been doing tafsir of Quran right from Suratul Fatiha and Baqarah, and at the moment we've reached the fifth juz. Alhamdulillah. Today we did tafsir of Suratul Nisa, verse number 40 up to 45, I think. If you want to listen to the tafsir from Suratul Baqarah and Ali Imran, they are available on podcast of Prince Ghazi Trust. And you can go on there. They've uploaded up to maybe 130 verses of Suratul Baqarah, and slowly they are taking it. You read them, listen to them, the podcast. You can do whatever you're doing and put your ears and listen to it and increase your knowledge. Understand the meaning of Quran. Understand what your Allah is trying to say to you. Qazi, I think one of the Mashayikh, Akabir ibn Abbas or Iyas ibn Muawiyah said, Ahabbul khalqi ilallahi a'lamuhum bima anzala. The most beloved to Allah among His creation are those who know His Quran the most. So know your Quran, know what Allah is trying to tell you. You will become beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we will give you inshallah the link for that, and you can listen to it, the podcast on Prince Ghazi's Trust. You can go on maybe email or क्या कहते हैं search करने Google के ऊपर Prince Ghazi Trust.
We'll post on Facebook.
Okay, we'll post on Facebook. Ahmed's going to post it, and inshallah you can listen to it there. Allah will give you benefit. बस खत्म हो गया. We've got about 20 minutes left. We read Quran Sharif for 10 minutes and then we make dua, inshallah. Jazakallah to Mehboob Bhai and Jazakallah to all our friends who joined us from Tayyaba Masjid and from throughout Bolton and from around the world. May Allah reward you, accept and be pleased. Someone is asking, where is the Highland in Scotsman story you embraced over here? Farooq Bhai Shehzad. It's on the internet. Just Google it. You'll find it. I'll see if I can find the link. I will send you, inshallah, post it here. But it is on the internet. I read it in the internet. I think it was somewhere in Inverness, I think. Inverness ke ilaqe mein tha. Upar. Allah. Doa karo. الذين كانت أعينهم في غطاء عن ذكري فأحيا صدور سماء رسول الذين ضل صاحب العين من دعا کر لیں. اللہم صل سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. اللهم لك الحمد كله ولك الشكر كله ولك الملك كله بيدك الخير كله وإليك يرجع الأمر كله لا نحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عبدك ورسولك النبي الأمي نبي الرحمة كما تحب وترضى عدد ما تحب وترضى كل ما ذكره الذاكرون وكل ما غفل عن ذكره الغافلون. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وعافنا وارزقنا واسترنا واجبرنا واهدنا وارفعنا إنا لما أنزلت إلينا من خير فقراء. اللهم اغفر لجميع أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم ارحم أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم تجاوز عن أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم فرج الكرب عن أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم استر واجبر واحفظ واهدي أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم إنا نسألك برحمتك التي وسعت كل شيء أن تغفر لنا. اللهم إنا نسألك برحمتك التي وسعت كل شيء أن تغفر لنا. يا واسع الفضل اغفر لنا. يا واسع الفضل اغفر لنا. يا واسع الفضل اغفر لنا ولجميع المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة الدائمة في الدين والدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية في ديننا ودنيانا وأهالينا وأموالنا وأولادنا. اللهم إنا نسألك دوام العافية ونسألك تمام العافية ونسألك الشكر على العافية ونسألك الغنى عن الناس يا أرحم الراحمين. منزول بك كل حاجة. اللهم سلمنا لرمضان وسلم رمضان لنا وتسلمه منا متقبلا. اللهم وفقنا في هذا الشهر المبارك لما تحب وترضى من القول والفعل والعمل والنية والهدي والصلاة والصيام والصدقة والأمر بالمعروف والنهي عن المنكر وتلاوة القرآن الكريم وذكر الله عز وجل والتوبة والاستغفار والإنابة إلى الله والتضرع والصلاة على النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ولزوم التقوى يا رب العالمين. اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى واجعل آخرتنا خيرا من الأولى يا رب العالمين. يا اللهم تقبل منا صلاتنا وصيامنا وقيامنا وركوعنا وسجودنا واغفر لنا ما كان منا يا رب العالمين یا ارحم الراحمین. محض اپنے فضل و کرم سے ہم سب کی مغفرت فرما دیجیے. پروردگار عالم افطار کا وقت قریب ہے، یا اللہ دلوں پر قلوب پر مسکنت طاری ہے، یا اللہ تضرع اور گر گرا رہے ہیں، یا اللہ آپ کے سامنے ہاتھ پھیلا کر آپ سے بھیک مانگ رہے ہیں. پروردگار عالم قبولیت کی گھڑی ہے، یا اللہ ہم سب کی دعا قبول فرما دیجیے. آپ کے پاک پیغمبر علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام نے کہا ہے الصائم لا ترد دعوتہ، صائم کی دعا کو آپ ریجیکٹ نہیں کرتے. آپ کے پیغمبر علیہ السلام نے کہا 3 دعائیں رد نہیں ہوتی، ان میں ایک دعا صائم کی افطار کے وقت. یا اللہ افطار کا وقت قریب ہے، آپ کی مہربانی سے ہماری ٹوٹی پھوٹی دعا قبول فرما لیجیے. یا اللہ ہمارے پچھلے تمام گناہوں کو بخش دیجیے. یا اللہ ہمارے ساتھ رحم اور کرم کا معاملہ فرمائیے، عفو اور صفا اور عافیت کا معاملہ فرمائیے. اللہ ہماری بھی مغفرت فرما دیجیے. گھروں پر ہماری ماں اور بہنوں کی مغفرت فرما دیجیے، ہمارے ماں باپ کی مغفرت فرما دیجیے، ہمارے بھائی بہنوں کی، ہمارے بیوی بچوں کی، ہمارے اللہ متعلقین کی، ہمارے دوست احباب کی، ہمارے محسنین کی، ہمارے محبت رکھنے والوں کی. یا اللہ سب کی مغفرت فرما دیجیے. یا اللہ ہمارے مرحومین کی مغفرت فرما دیجیے، پوری امت کی مغفرت فرما دیجیے، پوری امت میں ہدایت کی ہواؤں کو عام فرما دیجیے. مسلمان کو بھی ہدایت نصیب فرمائیے، یا اللہ غیر مسلم کو بھی ہدایت نصیب فرمائیے. سب کے سامنے یا اللہ ہدایت کے دروازے کھول دیجیے. ہدایت پر آنا سب کے لیے آسان فرما دیجیے. یا اللہ شیطنت سے بچائیے، نفسانیت سے بچائیے، ہوا پرستی سے بچائیے، نفس پرستی سے بچائیے. یا اللہ حق پرستی نصیب فرمائیے. پروردگار عالم یا اللہ غیروں کو بھی حق کے قبول کرنے کی توفیق اور اس کی صلاحیت نصیب فرمائیے. اور یا اللہ حق کو ریجیکٹ کرنے، ٹھکرا دینے سے ان کی حفاظت فرمائیے. یا اللہ ہمارے اڑوس پڑوس والوں کو بھی ہدایت نصیب فرمائیے. ان میں جو اچھے ہیں یا اللہ ان کو دین کے قریب لے آئیے، دین کی سمجھ عطا فرمائی دیجیے. اور یا اللہ ہدایت کی ہواؤں کو ہر جگہ عام فرمائیے. یا اللہ یہ رحمت کا مہینہ ہے، مغفرت کا عشرہ چل رہا ہے، جہنم سے چھٹکارے کے دن چل رہے ہیں. اللہ ہم سب کے لیے جہنم سے چھٹکارے کا فیصلہ فرما دیجیے. ہم سب کو مغفرت عامہ تامہ کاملہ نصیب فرمائیے. ہم سب کو اپنی رحمت خاصہ کا بھرپور حصہ عطا فرمائیے. ہم میں سے کسی ایک کو بھی محروم نہ جانے دیجیے، ہم میں سے کسی ایک کو بھی محروم نہ اٹھنے دیجیے، ہم میں سے کسی ایک کو بھی محروم نہ رہنے دیجیے. یا اللہ ہماری سب دعاؤں کو قبول فرمائیے. پوری رمضان میں جتنی دعائیں مانگی سب قبول فرمائیے. یا اللہ جو مانگنا چاہیے تھا نہیں مانگ سکے وہ بھی نصیب فرمائیے، اپنی شان نصیب فرمائیے. یا اللہ اس وقت ہم ایک مشکل حالت سے گزر رہے ہیں، ہم تو آپ ہی کی طرف رجوع ہوں گے، ہم کو تو آپ ہی پر بھروسہ ہے، ہم آپ ہی سے مانگتے ہیں کہ اللہ اس بلا اور وبا کو ہم سے دفع فرمائیے. کورونا وائرس کووڈ-19 سے ہم سب کی حفاظت فرمائیے. اللہ ہم سب کو محفوظ فرمائیے، عافیت نصیب فرمائیے، عافیت نصیب فرمائیے، عافیت نصیب فرمائیے، حفظ و امان عطا فرمائیے، اسپیشل پروٹیکشن نصیب فرمائیے. اور یا اللہ اس بلا کو بھی دفع فرمائیے، اور اس بلا سے جو ناجائز فائدہ اٹھانے والے شریر حکمران ہیں ان سے بھی نجات عطا فرمائیے. اللہ ان کی شریر اسکیموں کو فیل فرمائیے. اور یا اللہ ان کو آپس میں ہی اللہ ٹکرا دیجیے، اور ان کے شر سے بیچارے انسنٹ پبلک کی حفاظت فرمائیے. یا اللہ مسلمان کی بھی غیر مسلم کی بھی سب کی حفاظت فرمائیے. ہاسپٹلوں میں یا اللہ جو ڈاکٹر نرس وغیرہ بیچارے محنت کرتے ہیں ان کی محنت کو قبول فرمائیے، ان کو اس کا بدلہ اور جزا نصیب فرمائیے. اور یا اللہ سب کی حفاظت فرمائیے. اور یا اللہ یا اللہ دوا دارو کرنے والے ہیں ان سب کی حفاظت فرمائیے، اور ہر طرح کی عافیت کا معاملہ فرمائیے. اور یا اللہ جو لوگ اور خطرناک بیماریوں میں ہیں ان کو بھی شفا عطا فرمائیے. کینسر کے مریضوں کو شفا عطا فرمائیے، دوسرے انٹرنل ایکسٹرنل النسز والوں کو شفا عطا فرمائیے. ہمیں بھی ہر قسم کی بیماریوں سے محفوظ رکھیے، عافیت نصیب فرمائیے، ہماری سب ضرورتیں پوری فرمائیے. یا اللہ ہمارے بڑوں کا سایہ ہمارے سر پر قائم فرمائیے، ہمارے ماں باپ کی دعائیں ہمارے لیے جاری ساری رکھیے، ہمارے اکابر اور مشائخ کی دعاؤں کا دروازہ ہمارے لیے کھلا رکھیے، سب کی زندگیوں میں برکت عطا فرمائیے. اور یا اللہ خاص طور پر ہمارے حضرت مولانا بلال صاحب کی زندگی میں بے حساب برکت عطا فرمائیے. فرمائیے، ان کی دعائیں، افطار کی دعا، رات کی دعا، مواعظ حسنہ قبول فرمائیے، ان کے فیوز کو عام تھام فرمائیے، سبھی مشائخ کہ اللہ فیوز و برکات سے ہم کو مستفیض فرمائیے، جن کا انتقال ہو گیا ان کی مغفرت فرمائیے، ان کے درجات بلند فرمائیے، خاص طور پر ہمارے حضرت کے درجات بے حساب بلند فرمائیے، ان کی قبر مبارک پر اپنی خاص الخاص رحمتیں نازل فرمائیے، حضرت کے پیچھے گھر والوں کو، بچوں کو، سب کو صبر جمیل عطا فرمائیے، ان کی ضرورتوں کی کفالت فرمائیے، ان کی حفاظت فرمائیے، اللہ خالہ جان کو بھی ہر قسم کی چیزوں سے، بیماریوں سے شفا عطا فرمائیے، ان کے لیے روزی آسان فرمائیے، اور سب کے لیے خیر و برکت کے فیصلے فرمائیے۔ چپ چاپ سے اپنی دعا مانگ لیں۔ ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم برحمتك يا ارحم